In a nifty, genius bit of marketing, Matt Reeves and Warner Brothers have released the deleted Joker scene from The Batman. And they did it via the Ratalotta website, and you had to answer 3 riddles to unlock the scene. And one of them was actually pretty hard. It was cool. I had more respect for the Riddler and the Batman having gone through it. So when I unlocked the scene and I discovered that it was actually the scene, I was like, I can't watch this without the rest of you. So here we go. And I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. I'll break it down. All right, here we go. Oh, I can't believe they're doing this now. Oh, we have the same haircut. This must be killing Barry Keoghan that this scene got cut.
Present. Almost our anniversary, isn't it?
There's a serial killer. I want your perspective.
First anniversary, games, paper.
That's funny. That's
Why
clever.
do you think I go so cheap?
I thought you'd be curious.
You think I could offer this stuff?
Don't you?
You have pictures.
This doesn't jive at all with what Matt Reeves said about the character. That's a good laugh.
It's violence. It's so baroque. Oh, he likes little puzzles, doesn't he? So meticulous. Like he's been planning this his whole life. I know who he is.
Oh. Who is he?
He's a nobody. Wants to be somebody. The mayor, the commissioner. He's got ambition.
You think his motive is political?
Oh, no. This is very, very personal. He feels these people have all wronged him. Probably goes way back. Unhealed wounds, stolen lunch money.
Why is he writing to me?
Maybe he's a fan of yours?
Show me the face.
Maybe he's got a grudge against you, too. Maybe you're the main course. Any theories?
Not yet.
Really? You're normally so ahead of the curve. But something is different this time. This is very upsetting to you.
Let's get back to him.
Batman's lit differently
so
here.
much more fun.
I'm not here to talk about me.
What are you here to talk about?
I want to know how he thinks.
You know exactly how he thinks. Have you read this file? You two have so much in common. Masked Avenger.
It's the best line.
So he's even more righteous. Oh, you afraid he makes you look soft?
You're wasting my time.
That was pretty good. His Joker's growing on me, and
I'll tell you what I really think. I think you don't really care about his motives, whether he loves or hates you. I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified. Because you're not sure he's wrong, huh? You think they deserved it, huh? You think they deserved it.
It's pretty good. But I still would have cut this scene, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And I have to say, it was a pretty funny scene. I liked that scene. And sometimes, you know what they say about creativity? Sometimes you have to kill your darlings. And I would have cut that scene. Why would I cut the scene? I think that the scene takes away from two of the main characters in the movie. I think it takes away from the Batman, because one of the great things about this movie is that the Batman had great detective skills. And here he has to go to someone else for all the answers. So that to me is a problem. And so, here Batman is like, help me out, Joker. He's like, let me copy off your paper. And this Batman doesn't need to do that. I like this scene, and at first I was like, I hate this Joker. But towards the end I was like, maybe there's something here. But I would rewrite the Batman side of that scene for sure. But the other thing that it takes away from the movie is Riddler. Paul Dano has just one of the best scenes ever in a Batman movie. And the fact they did that with Riddler is impressive. But here, Joker gives away a lot of the great reveals about that scene with his intuition, because he's right on the money. He gets a lot of it right. And so that would rob, I think, the big reveals of finally getting some answers from the Riddler in that scene, right? You don't want someone else, Joker doesn't want someone else telling his punchlines, Riddler doesn't want someone else telling his answers. So, but I think that this is a good scene. I can see why they filmed it. And I do like the dynamic between the two of them. They always make Joker overshadow Batman. And I think towards the end of the scene, they're more peers. And that's where it gets interesting. And when he's talking about how you think the same. Because I think that's what this Batman's really doing. Underscoring how Batman is responsible for creating the rogues gallery himself. And that there's really a very fine line, if at all, between the two sides. I also like him saying you both are behind a mask, because Joker doesn't wear a mask. So this idea that he's kind of proud of the fact that he's like, I'm out there, baby. I'm not hiding behind anything. What you see is what you get. And I think that's also great and gives him a uniqueness among the group. The scarring doesn't work to me because it works. It works with what I thought it would be. Whereas he fell into a vat of chemicals and this is what came out. He reminds me of, in RoboCop, that famous scene where that guy gets on all the chemicals and he falls apart. Well, what if he lived and decided to laugh about it? That's what this looks like. When you see the things on his arms and the back of his head and his hair is growing in a weird way. That to me says fell into a vat of chemicals. And so I don't know what Matt Reeves is talking about when he said he grew up with maybe he had that first and then the guy's got bad luck and he fell into a vat of chemicals after, but I like that the vat of chemicals just, created the smile. I don't understand, Matt Reeves made it sound like he never fell into a vat of chemicals. I think he might have even said that, and then he just grew up his whole life with this muscular disease where his face was twisted into a smile and he was always smiling no matter what. This to me looks like a guy who fell into a vat of chemicals. And I gotta say, he's hard to look at, which I think is fascinating. But and he's like a festering boil, and you can see he's like picking at it, which is like so Joker. It's like, stop picking at it. And it's like, I can't. It's great. But I have to say, Barry Keoghan's Joker was fascinating to listen to. And you could understand, and I like when he says this great line toward the end when he says, you want to know what I really think? And I was like, I do. You're a smart guy. You have really good insight. And I really, it creates this yin-yang situation between, Batman and Joker, which is what they're supposed to be. And I just, often when you see Joker in movies, you're like, why do people keep listening to him? Why don't people just walk away? People make him too much of a clown or too much of a showman. But here, they had him be enigmatic. And I thought that was great. And I have him frozen on this great thing of just his smile with his boils on his lips and everything, like he's just a festering wound. Oh, isn't that great? But it's a smile. His festering wound is a smile. I really like it. I gotta tell you, I would have cut this scene, and part of me was nervous when I was watching it, because I was like, you're gonna be stuck with this Joker now, Matt Reeves. And you know what I say? Great, I like him. I actually like him a lot. I think he's got a great laugh. I think it's distinct from all the other Jokers, which is hard to do these days. But I think the Batman was weak in this scene, and Robert Pattinson doesn't deserve that. He was even lit poorly. You couldn't really see his eyes. I love this Batman's eyes. But I actually liked this, and I thought it was just like the rest of the movie, really well and smartly written and different. I just like it. I really think it's good. It's awesome. It's great. It's great. All right. I really hope they announce a sequel soon. And I hope, you know what I gotta tell you? I'd put this Joker in it. I think it needs it. I mean, you can still do Mr. Freeze. As you can see, there's a group now. There's a group. And I think that Joker should be a part of that group. But what did you think? And did you, like me, start off not liking the scene, but then be kind of like drawn in and be like, you know what? This is a good Joker. And what do you think of the way of how he looks? I like it, actually. I actually really like it. But if it's he has to have fallen. I'm drawing a line here. Joker has to have fallen into a vat of chemicals. That's the character. And I like what they've done here if that's the case. All right, so what did you think? Share your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching with me. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.